Warning: are you trapped in a cycle of emotional dependency? Right now, you might be reaching out for support, but instead of uplifting you, those very conversations could be dragging you deeper into uncertainty. What if your quest for transformation is masking a darker truth? Unhealthy dependency, quietly spreading through personal growth communities, and it's time to confront it. Picture this: you're in a group sharing your struggles, and everyone nods in agreement. It feels validating, but what happens when that validation becomes a crutch? You might not realize it, but you are leaning on others for emotional support at a significant cost. These vulnerable moments can create an unspoken agreement of dependency. Your desire for connection can blind you to the fact that you're becoming reliant on others for your emotional well-being. Each time you confide in a friend, it feels comforting, but this dynamic can quickly spiral into a trap. Consider this crucial question: are these conversations empowering you or stifling your independence? The very dialogues meet to foster transformation may be creating a dependency that hinders your ability to move forward. As the pressure builds, you realize you are not just sharing, you are holding on. Each interaction shifts from being about growth to being about survival, complicating your journey. Recognizing these warning signs in transformational dialogue is essential. Reflect on your past. Were you empowered by taking control of your emotions or by relying on others for validation? Awareness is your escape route. Instead of seeking constant reassurance, nurture your inner voice. Embrace the discomfort of silence and dive deep into your thoughts without needing external validation. Next time you seek emotional support, pause. Reflect on whether your dialogue is fostering growth or breeding dependency. The path to true emotional intelligence hinges on understanding this delicate balance. What will you choose? Have you ever felt like your personal growth journey resembles a maze rather than a straightforward path? Journey your straight side how you by You're definitely not alone. Many people navigate the intricate world of emotional intelligence without realizing the potential pitfalls that can be lurking just around the corner. What if I told you that some strategies you use for growth might lead to unhealthy dependencies? Imagine investing your time and energy into self-improvement only to discover that you're becoming trapped by the very tools meant to set you free. Picture this: you're in a conversation sharing your struggles. The other person nods along, providing support that feels comforting at first. But soon you start feeling pressure totally on them more than you should. Before you know it, you're caught in a cycle of dependency, questioning your own ability to cope. This isn't just about seeking support, it highlights how easily we can give up our personal power in those moments. Emotional intelligence encourages us to connect deeply and share our vulnerabilities, but there's a shadow side where support can subtly shift into reliance. It's a slippery slope, and many of us don't notice it until we're already halfway down. Let's dig a little deeper. Have you ever avoided certain conversations or situations because you weren't sure how to handle your feelings alone? You might justify as seeking guidance, but what happens when that guidance becomes a lifeline? It's crucial to pause and ask yourself, are you truly growing or just surviving? The more you lean on others for emotional validation, the less you trust your own intuition. Ironically, sharing can sometimes weaken your sense of self. This uncomfortable truth is often overlooked. Now, imagine in the moment you finally recognize this pattern. In the moment you finally recognize that, it's a opening and liberating, yet a bit frightening. Realizing you've been outsourcing your emotional strength can serve as a wake-up call. You're faced with a choice: continue down this path or reclaim your independence. So, what can you do? Start by tuning into your own feelings before reaching out for help. Give yourself the space to process what you're experiencing. It might feel uncomfortable, but embracing that discomfort is where genuine growth happens. As your journey unfolds, remember the goal is just to connect with others, it's also to develop a deeper connection with yourself. Trust your instincts and let your emotional intelligence guide you, but don't let it become a crutch. Take a moment to reflect. Are you forming connections that uplift you, or are you inadvertently creating dependencies? The answers might surprise you. If you found this discussion valuable, share your thoughts below. Let's explore this journey together. Sure. Here's a revised version of that section for a voiceover. Have you ever felt stuck in a cycle, wanting to grow but being pulled back into the same emotional patterns? You're not alone. Many people find themselves in a loop of dependency, believing they are on a path to personal growth when, in reality, they might be nurturing something much darker. What if I told you that emotional intelligence can sometimes lead us to unhealthy attachments? It's an uncomfortable truth we need to face. While many take pride in their emotional awareness, that very awareness can blind us to the dangers of dependency. Picture this: you're talking to a friend who always seems to have the perfect advice. You hang on to their every word, feeling uplifted, yet something feels off. You start to realize you're leaning on them more than you should. This is where the trouble begins. You might think you're building a supportive relationship, but you could be setting the stage for emotional reliance. It starts subtly. You begin to think you need their validation to feel good about yourself. The more you lean on them, the more you forget how to stand on your own. Can you feel that creeping anxiety? Let's dig a little deeper. What about those moments when you feel the urge to reach out, even though you know you should? That's dependency whispering in your ear. You might think this connection is nurturing, but what if it's actually hindering your growth? Imagine facing a challenge. Instead of tackling it head-on, you seek reassurance from that same friend. You are stepping back instead of stepping up. It's like having a safety net that eventually turns into a trap. As the pressure builds,